Clide versus NaDa.
Oh my God. Are you gonna? Am I talking now? Are you talking now?
I'm sorry, I was finishing chewing up the last little piece of that donut.
We don't really have much time break. It's actually
I don't
only
think
a
that was
5
10 minutes.
Yeah. Our production staff apologize, guys. We were misinformed. It is going to.
They're not here, Tasteless. They're not going to be back for 5 minutes.
All right.
We got to stall this game. We got to stall this game.
We could say anything.
Tasteless.
I'm sure nobody's going to be here. Yeah, sorry about that. We told you guys it was going to be a 10-minute break. Turns out it was a 5-minute break. But enough of that. Clyde against NaDa. The map is Scrap Station. Clide eliminated Blistering Sands. NaDa eliminated Jungle Basin, but that's not too incredibly relevant, simply because it's Terran versus Terran.
That's right. Now, if Clide loses, he will just be in the Code S. If NaDa wins, obviously he goes on to the round of 4.
Oh,
right? You're in the round of 8. No, we're in the round of 16. I'm like so confused
Poor guy.
right now. No, yes, we're in the round of 16. And if NaDa wins, he goes on the round of 8.
I feel like I was watching a man die right then.
You were, man. I don't know what's going on in my brain. I'm just actually so excited. This is like my favorite group by far. NaDa versus Clide.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go ahead and start because we love StarCraft.
Ready. Who's going to win? The other 2 greatest players in the world, NaDa against Clide here at the GSL Code S. Over here at the top, I actually don't know which player this is, but he's a very strong Terran. We're going to find out. He is
TSA Clide.
I could tell by the way he sent his SCVs to the patches.
They were so perfect. How the SCVs were flexing their muscles before getting the minerals. Over here,
they all look like John
StarCraft
Travolta.
legend.
Audience NaDa.
You said they all look like John Travolta?
That's right, very handsome, just like Tasteless.
I have been told, actually, throughout my life, probably since I got into college, at least once a week, somebody's come up to me and told me I look like John Travolta.
Really?
Actually, I'm not even kidding. People actually come to me, and even people I know really well, and be like, look, it's really been bothering me, actually. I can't stop thinking about it. You look like John Travolta, like the young one.
Yeah.
Not like Ladder 49 Scientologist John Travolta, but the Grease one. I'm actually coloring my hair pretty soon, so
not
I'm be more like him. Or no, actually,
no. Earth John Travolta?
No, not like Battlefield Earth. No, you know, actually, I don't look like John Travolta. He looks like me, all right?
He's older.
He's older.
He makes more money.
Not for long.
More people watch his movies than watch the GSL, but not for long.
Not for long.
Because you guys are telling everyone you know about the wonderful and beautiful game called StarCraft 2.
I can't wait for the GSL to continue to expand. We're already doing so well down here, guys. Please continue to spread the word. So, TVT. Clide goes ahead and scouts a little bit later. NaDa, right off the bat, he wants to probably check and make sure there's no proxy.
Yeah.
Because NaDa's already, he can see the finish line. He can do this. He's just got to play consistently. NaDa, probably the favorite here, but Clide is pretty damn good. TVT not way too different from TVT and StarCraft 1.
That's quite true, actually. It's got mostly the same fundamentals, slightly different unit mix, but that's fine. Now, while the game is a little bit slow right now, I do want to just point out, anyone that was watching already and saw Genius versus NaDa and the way NaDa didn't scout, I've been thinking about it a lot, why he didn't scout, and I believe that NaDa's build order would not have changed no matter what he scouted. It was just a very tight build order with built-in scans to see what tech was going to actually come. So I believe that is exactly why.
It would be a good question
but,
to
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, nice control by NaDa. Takes out an SCV. So NaDa will now control the Zelnaga Watchtower.
And by the way, of course, what Taste just said, very true. Ask any questions in the GOMTV.net forums, and the top 2 players from the group I will interview at the end of the show.
Oh,
Clyde.
Clyde, what are you doing, Clyde? You crazy guy. He's taking an expo.
All right. Same time, NaDa is getting his factory.
Whoa.
Cancels a tech lab and puts on a reactor.
Curious about the reasoning behind that.
As am I.
Wouldn't it suck if one of these floating rocks on Scrap Station actually just happened to fly into the Scrap Station and kill NaDa? That would be this huge upset.
Well,
and everybody be on the forums. Well, is it really fair? The rock just landed on Scrap Station and killed NaDa.
Doesn't happen that often.
This is not really a good place to fight. It kind of looks like it's actually an asteroid field.
Yeah, it certainly does. And but you know, that's okay. Lives in StarCraft aren't valuable, Tasteless.
No, they're not.
That's why you don't actually battle in StarCraft like
Ask
you would battle in.
Baneling.
That's quite true. Well, that's a hive mind type of thing.
Well said.
They actually, the individual Zerg units don't have feelings.
No, they don't.
Just love for Kerrigan and or the Overmind.
By the way, it looks like we're going to have a drop, I believe. Hellion drop.
Yeah, the Blue Flame is being researched. And I think what we may see is a Hellion drop and maybe an attack.
Well, does he have a starport,
well.
Artosis? Would you mind checking for me?
I will check, Tasteless.
He does
He
not.
actually does not, you're right.
So he's going to do some kind of strange...
Yeah, it's going to be a
I
blue
thought maybe we
Hellion
hadn't had a shot of
and
it.
Marine attack. And actually, here's the funny thing. Clide is absolutely not getting a bunker. Now, if he had even one bunker, it might help immensely against this. But Clide is actually being like, okay, I'm playing NaDa. I'm going to do everything possible to get ahead,
No,
including
he
skipping
scans
bunker.
here. He sees the factory now. He might be thinking the same thing that I was thinking, which is like, oh, a drop. Because, I mean, he saw a Hellion.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most predictable thing. No, there is an SCV on patrol out here. And see,
fact,
he's doing exactly
He's
that.
moving to the
Marines.
side of his base, so he's going to be out of position when this attack comes.
Oh, Clide.
The Hellions are going to be the big damage dealers here. They're going to weaken everything for the Marines to kill.
Now the Marines are going to come down here probably in a line. Uh-oh.
Blue Hellions, Clide, will you live? We'll see. And the Marauder completely attacking the wrong units here. Marauder should be trying to hit the Hellions, but that's very hard. We see
he's in the main.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my, Tasteless. The Hellions going after the SCVs. Clide has to split them immediately. Beautiful splitting up, but he is still going to lose quite a few. These Hellions with a lot of kills right now.
Remember, this was a fast expanding build, so the whole point really was to get a big income. The one Marauder unable to catch up. Marines down here, they're going to get in the way of the Marauder. Oh no!
Clide is being picked apart by NaDa's attack.
Oh my God!
Absolutely a killer.
Brilliant strategy.
9 SCVs left for Clide. 7 SCVs left for Clide. 6 SCVs.
Oh my God.
3 SCVs.
0
2 SCVs. Well, it says 2.
It says 2.
I don't know where they are. Oh, they're at the expansion.
Okay.
Well, that is going to be game. NaDa
guys.
has absolutely eaten Clide. Chewed him up like bubblegum. Took him out of his mouth. Put it on his bedpost. Could chew again tomorrow.
Clyde is basically paralyzed. It's going to be a while before he's going to be able to function.
It's actually much worse than paralyzed.
Yeah,
I'd
it is.
say.
He's actually dead.
He's completely dead.
Oh, poor
Supplied
Clyde.
10 against 47.
Crushing defeat. I feel bad for the guy, but NaDa is just too powerful.
NaDa crushing through the group, Tasteless.
NaDa making this look easy. GG.
NaDa looking like NaDa. There he goes. Let's get the 2 fingers for victory.
Damn, man.
B for victory for NaDa.
I feel bad for Clyde.
Clyde is...
We know a lot of you guys love Clyde just like we do.
Well, he's going to stay in the Code S.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Clyde's going to win next season. I'm pretty sure of it. But this season is over for our Terran champion.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was a really interesting series. I keep calling it a series. It was a really interesting game. I've never actually seen a strategy like that.
No, I have not
Marines
seen
and
that.
Blue Flame Hellion.
Well, here's the thing. If there's a bunker out,
It doesn't work, yeah.
it's not really going to work.
I mean, I guess you could try to run by the bunker.
Well,
Maybe.
The thing is, the bunker will have some Marines behind it as well.
You know what's interesting is it probably only works on Scrap Station because that ramp is so big.
That's true. The ramp is very big. Also, you can hit the rocks if you need to. Marines have high DPS. You can take out those rocks reasonably quick. It's a very strange strategy by NaDa. I have a lot of questions about it, a lot of thoughts about it.
Well, you're going to get to interview him.
I hope that people ask really great questions.
You better.
So that we can learn from NaDa's genius, because he is the genius, Darren.
So,
right.
speaking of genius, we're going to go on to our next game with Genius against Hydra.
That's a good transition right there, sir.
I know. Scoring some serious casting points here at the GSL. Genius against Hydra. Now, these guys are actually, they both really like each other.
Yeah, they're good friends. They're
big,
and CJ
they're
together.
They're both big trash talkers.
Yeah.
But, of course, they're the kind of trash talkers that don't actually take the trash talking very seriously.
Yeah.
Unlike some other players we've seen.
They're
in the
both
tournament.
awesome. They both know they're very skilled.
Yep.
Not afraid
Both
to
a
say
little
it.
cocky. And we're going to see who's going to win. I think it's going to be pretty tough. I don't know what would be a tougher matchup for Hydra, NaDa, or...
Hydra preferred NaDa next, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Thing is, right now, Hydra is godly at Zerg versus Terran. He's so good at the matchup. And NaDa, of course, being a macro-ish Terran most of the time, that's going to be, I don't want to say favorable for Hydra, but something he's comfortable with.
Yeah, well said.
On the other hand, Genius has a lot of builds in Protoss versus Zerg. Right
This
now,
guy
Protoss
has
versus Zerg.
so many builds.
Yeah. And right now, that matchup, Zergs are not really liking.
No, it's tough.
You know, I
Protoss
didn't like
can
it
do
as a
so much
Zerg,
to punish
and-
the Zerg. I'm sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was going to say, I did not like it as Zerg, and now that I'm Protoss, I love the matchup. It's just, that's the way it feels right now in the
Yeah.
game. So, this is going to be a hard one for Hydra, but at the same time, he's definitely good enough to win it. Will he? We don't know. What is Genius going to do? We'll see.
But whatever it's going to be, it's probably something he hasn't done to Hydra before.
I would say so, yeah.
But, you know, Genius does do a lot of 4 warp gate all-ins.
Maybe he could have gotten some tips from Legal Mind.
I know. Let's take a look at the players, guys. Here they are, head-to-head. Hydra.
You know, Genius always wears cool hoodies and shirts and stuff. I like
Doug
that.
Funny, man. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Genius is a very friendly person. Does trash talk a lot. Gotta love that. Hydra, also, nice guy. I think most people think he's actually like really rude in person. He's actually incredibly polite.
He is.
Very pleasant.
Really nice guy.
And they're both going to be duking it out. They're both on the same professional gaming team in StarCraft 1, CJ Entis.
In that game, Genius was a Terran, and Hydra was a Terran.
Yeah.
And now one is a Protoss and one is a Zerg. You know, a lot of StarCraft 1 amateur Terrans did switch races going into StarCraft 2. Very frustrating race in StarCraft 1.
Yeah.
Luckily for Hydra, he picked the frustrating race in StarCraft 2.
Stay exactly the same.
Yeah.
Well, it's time. We're going to bring up the map.
We already did.
Oh, we already did? Sorry.
Same
Zelma
map that we
Caverns.
just saw him on. Of course, Warp Gate rushes are good on this map.
The countdown's begun. Get ready for some PvZ action here at the GSL.